what are the fate of William Ruto in 2027. To the people who fear William Ruto's ruthless nature and what he is capable of, I ask them to be at ease. The great people of Ol Kalou have taken the frustrations of millions of Kenyans and given them a voice. As we stand here, the general election, it is now clear beyond reasonable doubt that none of Ruto's dirty money, none of his capacity for violence can stand the test of a determined electorate. All power belongs to the people of Kenya, and their will reigns supreme. William Ruto, you have turned Kenya into heaven for wanton theft to raise funds to buy your re-election. You have turned our country into a playground for goons and death squads to intimidate Kenyans into compliance for your election. Through Ol Kalou, the people of Kenya have given you their reply. Here, but no further. William Ruto, today marks the beginning of your retreat, and it is a journey with only one destination, one term. Yesterday was a tipping point for this country. The residents of Ol Kalou came out in overwhelming numbers to make their voice heard. We owe them our deepest gratitude for their dedication, their commitment, and above all, their resilience. However, we cannot celebrate this outcome without fully addressing the circumstances under which the election took place. The impunity of the government must be named and it must be condemned. Violence was the order of the day. For avoidance of doubt, the violence was perpetrated entirely by the state. Photos and videos of masked armed men terrorizing voters are now in public record. This was Nairobi Sierra, the very death squad responsible for abductions of Gen Zs. The same squad that has been attacking churches across the country. Yesterday, this squad, together with goons and plainclothes police officers, stormed polling stations in a coordinated attempt to disrupt the counting. Amid the chaos of tear gas and gunfire, they intended to overturn the will of the people. The 2,000 police officers deployed under the pretense of keeping order and preventing violence stood idly by and did nothing to intervene. It was the ordinary people who stood strong. Unarmed and unprotected, they held the line against men with guns and defended their polling stations. We must commend the people of Ol Kalou. They refused to back down in the face of terrible and extreme violence. History will remember their courage. However, this courage came at a devastating cost. It is with profound sorrow that I must inform the people of Kenya that this violence claimed a life. James Muigai of Vehote Village, Kiabaga Ward, was shot and killed by the policemen sent by William Ruto. William Ruto managed to kill 20 people are in hospital with gunshot wounds and head injuries after being attacked with truncheons by the killer police squad sent by William Ruto. I must say that we are shocked that William Ruto sent policemen to kill people, to maim them, be forgiven by our people. These rogue policemen raped our women, elderly women, middle-aged women, and young girls. So far, 68 women have reported to us that they were raped by the hooded thugs sent by William Ruto. Yet they cannot report the attacks to the police because they were raped by the policemen. I want to say, William Ruto, you have crossed the red line. Raping our women is unforgivable, and you shall pay for it. Yes. You shall pay for it. Yes. And as they raped the women, they maimed them, telling them that they must know that William Ruto is the president of Kenya, and they can do whatever they want and nobody will take them anywhere. Given this tragedy, there must be accountability. It would be inexcusable not to call out the people responsible for this. It is important for the people of Kenya to know exactly who the architects of this bloodshed be allowed to continue to hide in the shadows. The killer gangs were authorized the Minister for Goonism and extrajudicial killing in Kenya. These police units operated in Ol Kalou yesterday. There were 3 groups. One was commanded